franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53. Kill. Hey, kill.
The crowd may be already playing a role here. We've got to jump before the opening snap. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Ready?
From the 35 on 2nd down. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ready. Slide blue. Ready.
1st down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
He's got it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to... Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone.
10 cycles. Hut, hut.
Jacobs punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action, Prescott. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be 4th and short.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
On 1st down, they'll run. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Quay Walker. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
The give here on 2nd. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He has the first over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Packers into a nickel defense, third down. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Drill green. White. Set, cut.
Love out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Nixon now to return it. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Come on, set. Ready.
Love back to it after the pick. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Jaden Reed to return this. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Let's go. Lead on blue. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. On the move, headed right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's third and short.
Down.
Love from the gun. Gets this one to Watson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Blue strike.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set, go.
Love to throw again. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So it's second down coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Buying some time right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here's second and 2. Watson with the catch. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 60-yard
Here we go. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. That's to the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Ready?
On second down, Jacobs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here we go. Set.
Love now to throw. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We'll see them tackle second and goal after the break. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal.
Set. Hut. Ready.
To the air with Love. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. There are costly
Don't quit. Don't quit.